Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Just a quick impromptu video this evening. Last night I was out shooting at RAF Lakenheath quite late, about an hour after sunset. Had a tip off about 12 A-10 tank busters, Thunderbolts coming in to land at Lakenheath en route to presumably the Middle East. They came in from Michigan over the Atlantic, were supported by a couple of KC-135s from over in the USA and from Mildenhall. We saw those coming back in as well from a distance at Lakenheath, but the 12 A-10s came in as well. So quite late after sunset, but quite challenging lighting conditions, as you can imagine. So I was shooting with my trusty 7D Mark II body and my 300 f2.8 lens. And even then it was quite challenging lighting. So settings I was using, 500th of a second, f2.8 wide open on that lens, and ISO 10,000. So it's going to be quite a grainy image on such an old camera body now. So let's jump into Lightroom, do a bit of editing, and let's see how good the Lightroom DeNoise AI is in the software. Okay, so here's one of the shots I took. I'm going to run through the editing of this one. I've been through a few shots before, but this one looks reasonably sharp. It's really difficult to tell with such low light and such a grainy image. But just to give you an idea, sunset last night was at 7:32, and this was taken at about 8:43, so I think a good hour and a bit after sunset, so way beyond the lighting that would have been ideal. So let's take a look at developing this one. So let's go into the develop module, and to start with I'm just going to take the exposure way up so that we can see what we're dealing with. So I can see that it's reasonably sharp. I can make out the details of the US Air Force emblem there and the 104 number on the nose. I can make out a few pieces of the landing gear, and the pitot probe on the right hand wing looks reasonably sharp. So I think this is should be a good enough picture to edit. So let's be a little bit more thoughtful about the exposure. So it was quite dark conditions, so I think that realistically is about what the lighting conditions were at the time, maybe a little bit brighter. So I'm not going to push the exposure too much because it's going to bring too much noise into the raw file, but at the same time I want to be realistic with what the conditions actually were at the time. So let's leave the exposure there for now. I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of contrast, and I'm not going to touch the texture clarity sliders at all because that's just going to make the noise even worse. But what I am going to do is boost the dehaze a little bit, probably a little bit more than I would normally do, and I think these dull images can actually take it. But to compensate for it, I'm just going to boost the exposure just a tiny little bit more, and then just bring down the saturation a tiny bit, say -5, something like that. And then the white balance I'm going to go into cloudy. As shot there's not too much difference actually. It's a little bit bluer as shot. Daylight makes no difference really. So shade isn't bad actually. I might go with shade on this one. So the aircraft is a little bit grayer, but again you can't really pick out too much color in this image because it was just so dark. Tone curve, I'm just going to boost the contrast just a little bit with a small gentle S curve, rather than using anything in the basic tab. And then I'm going to go down to detail, and let's see what the denoise can do. So by default it's around about halfway there, so let's let the computer run the denoise and see what happens. There we go. So it seems to have done the job. Now it does seem to be quite soft, So and very smooth. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to back off the DeNoise, sorry, just a little bit, so that I still see some grain. So in the preview window, I'm just going to go into, say, the tail section there, and then I'm just going to increase the DeNoise slider just so that I can still see a little bit of grain, and that just kind of helps with sharpness really on such a lowly lit image, I think. And let's move down to sharpening. So I'm going to take this way up to well, the maximum is 150. I'm going to take it up to about 100, and then getting the masking tool and holding down the option key on the Mac, I'm going to take the slider right up to the top to just under 100. So let's say about 96, and that will sharpen the aircraft but not the noise in the sky. So there we go. It's kind of all right. It's not the best shot because it's just such low light. I'm just going to see if I can boost the exposure just a little bit more. All right, let's go to that. So that's 2 3/4 stops of added exposure, which is quite a lot, and that's the beauty of shooting in RAW. With hindsight, if I press the info key, so that's I on the keyboard, I shot this at 1/500th of a second. So if I could have taken this down to 125th, that would have added 2 stops of light. So maybe next time it might be worth trying something around there. But I've never shot aircraft like this in such low light before, so it's always going to be a bit of a challenge. So I can't see too much colour noise in that image, so I'm quite happy with that. I might just bring the saturation down just another couple of points, say to -10, -9, -10, and then I'm going to add a bit of a vignette with a big feather. Let's try that, and then masking let's do a linear gradient. I'm just going to do a very gentle one down from the top, just to darken that sky a little bit. Take the exposure down to say -0.7, and then I might just do the same with the bottom, another linear gradient up from the bottom to there, and then I'll just take it off the screen slightly, and then we'll just darken that down as well. Let's just bring it up a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so there you have it. They're my images from Lakenheath last night of the A-10s. If you want to see more, jump over to my Instagram page @StuRousPhoto and join me next time for some more aviation and landscape videos on YouTube. Many thanks for watching. See you again. Bye for now.